is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio. We are your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundant Television. We are syndicated there. You can find us on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And you know what? You can also check out the podcast right there, that website, right down there below, right here. Find that. You can see all of our shows as well. I have Doug McGee with me, a good friend of mine, and Doug and Wanda, and they are with Second Chance Animal Shelter, and you got a cutie pie sitting in your lap. Who is this?
This is Sylvie. She was found at a construction site of a home in Huntsville, and the guy that was there called her, and we took her, and she just got, like I said, she got a little bit of a dental thing going on. Her underbite makes her so cute. What is it? She's so ugly. She's cute. I didn't mean to say she's ugly. I'm sorry. It looks like she's got a home. So,
Okay.
Yeah, she's actually going to get adopted. But she is such a sweetheart. I'm going to let her down because she said, I'm getting a little restless.
Bye, Sylvie. It's nice to meet you.
Just one of many. But she's got the worst underbite out of 300 dogs. She's got the biggest underbite.
She does. Now, what kind of dog is she? Is she a mix?
Yeah, she's a mix something. I would say maybe rat terrier, chihuahua mix, something down that line. They're definitely small breed. She probably weighs 10 pounds maybe. She's not very. When we do that a lot of times, we'll get a smaller dog, and they'll stay here in the office with us. She is a whiner. If she's not being petted in a few minutes, she'll, and that kind of gets annoying. I hear her right now. She's already started.
She's whining. She wants some attention. This would be a good dog too, because not everybody wants a puppy. Puppies are active.
And we figure she's around 7 or 8 years old, which still is not old at all for a dog her size. So, she got hopefully a long life. She's a small dog, and she should be adopted. I just asked you. It looks like she does have a home, so it's a win. Her and her little overbite can live happily ever after.
We'll win anybody over. Absolutely. Something, I like big dogs. My dog is big. Old Buddy probably weighs about 70 pounds or more. And we've had him since about 2014.
See, I'm a big dog person. And part of what drives me to like big dogs is knowing that nobody wants a big dog. I mean, at the shelter, probably 90% of the people that come here, for whatever reason, want a small dog. That leaves 10% of the people want a big dog. And our shelter, every shelter. Well, I talked to a lady from Best Friends yesterday, and that's the log jam everywhere. And that's the ones, there's a lot of places that put dogs down at pounds after so much time. And that's generally the ones that get put down as the big dog. So that's why I like big dogs. We got big dogs at the house. I feel sorry for them because, once again, everybody wants cute and small. And big dog just kind of gets stuck there. But, I mean, you got to love them, though, man. Some of them big dogs, we got some great.
This dog is like the best dog ever. And I grew up with a big dog, too. This dog's name was Ringo. And he was full-blooded German Shepherd, and he was a huge dog. And so he was, the movie Old Yeller. Thought you'd never like another dog like that again. Well, but Ringo passed. We named him Ringo after Ringo Starr, by the way.
Not me named Ringo. People named Ringo.
So he was just a good dog, and he was very loyal to us. And so we had him when I was a kid growing up. He passed away. It's just he died of old age.
Yeah.
But I remember any guy coming over to the house, Dad would say, "Get him, boy," like that. And he wouldn't let the dog, my Ringo wouldn't let him out of the car. But then I'd walk and go, "Ringo," and then he'd walk off.
A big dog for us. I mean, a big dog is a good sense of security. We've got our biggest dog is Chloe, and she's probably about an 80-pound pit bull black lab mix. She actually came from the shelter. She came in as a puppy and had parvo. We took her at home, figured she wouldn't make it through parvo. That disease would kill her, and it didn't. So then, of course, once we got her there, she was at the house, and she's 7 or 8 years old. And but I'm telling you, I believe she would. I don't think she would attack anybody, but she would make somebody feel like they were going to get hurt.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
It
she
may
barks
make
and
you second guess if you're trying to break into this house.
yeah.
I
I mean, somebody actually come in and attacked us. I believe Chloe would really go bananas and they'll probably bite them.
Mhm.
But I mean, a big dog security is definitely a good thing to have a big dog. Um, and I like them. You know, I need a dog. I'm getting old. I can't bend over as far, so I need a dog I can reach. You don't have to bend over as far to pet it. Um, but yeah, to me, and I want to encourage anybody if you can if it doesn't have to be a factor. If you don't live in an apartment that has a weight restriction
Mhm.
or something like that, think about a big dog. That's where the world needs the most is people to adopt big dogs. The little dogs will find a home. The big dogs get stuck here for years. The Dollar, that's I will tell you a story about Dollar. Dollar came in here right after the tornadoes hit Albertville in 2010, I believe, or 11. And she's a pit bull, of course. The tornadoes hit. She ended up coming here. Well, she stayed here for a couple of years, and the guy who came from the jail was doing community. They sent him from the jail to work out here. We used to get that done, and he all of a sudden he's walking. That's my dog. It was his dog, and he said she'd come up missing after the tornadoes. So he was all excited, and you could tell she knew him, and they just interacted. And he kept saying when he got out of jail, he was going to come back and get her, and
Mhm.
for whatever reason, he never showed up. So she stayed here until 2 months ago. I mean, years she's been here. Couldn't find a home for her. She didn't like other female dogs. And a lady came up from Gadsden, Alabama, of course, and picked her up and adopted her, took her home, and said she was perfect, like the best dog. And this lady lived in an apartment that allowed that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And Wednesday of this past week, Dollar died. She had a home. She had been here over 4,000 days at our shelter.
Mhm.
Went home, and 32 days after she left here, she passed away. But it like killed the girls here. All those years here, but she did finally go home, and she lived out to like her last 32 days. Where I mean, she slept on a bed. We got pictures and stuff. Um, that's what we don't want. We want her to go home, but not after with 32 days left.
Yeah.
We want them to spend 4,000 days in a home. So I really want to encourage people to come to the shelter and get big dogs. Because Dollar was a big dog, and like I said, at least at the end, she got to go feel be a part of a life, of a family, and not stuck here at the shelter. Of course, here I think she was probably just this was her life here. But
Mhm.
I don't like that. We've had some that have spent their whole life here and then they die here, and that's really a heartbreaker.
Yeah. It
So,
is. Now, you guys also have opportunities if somebody they really don't want to adopt an animal, but they love animals and they really don't have time. They have a career or whatever, and they just really don't have a lot of time. There's another process they can go through.
fostering. We have a group of fosters up in Wisconsin called Second Chance North, and
Mhm.
what they do, they take dogs here, they take them into their homes. They don't take them to a shelter, and they work with dogs. Then they have adoption events, and all the fosters will bring the dogs there, and then they adopt them out to a permanent home. We
Mhm.
need fosters here. If I could hire one more position here, it would be a foster coordinator, somebody to find people like you're talking about. And even on a weekend, we've had several people lately come out and take a dog away for a doggy day out.
Mhm.
I know that would be difficult because you're thinking, oh, I don't want to bring it back to the shelter, but they still say that's very good for them just to get like a vacation. Come up Saturday morning, pick up a dog, take it out, take it to the wherever, take it to your house, take it to a park, whatever you want to do, and then bring it back Saturday evening. The dog gets a breath of fresh air, gets away from here, and it does make a big difference. Yeah, fostering is, we have a huge need for fosters. Pregnant dogs, definitely, we'd like you to foster for them and to let them have their babies at your house. It could be something that would be a life, something just to view
Yeah,
life.
an experience. Let your kids see. Yeah.
Exactly, it is. It's one of those things, and we get that constantly. A pregnant dog will show up. We try to find a foster. Once she has her puppy, some of them come in here with a litter of puppies. We need fosters for them. So take them home and let your kids play with the young puppies until they get to be about 8 weeks old, and then we find them a home. Then it's tough because at the end of the fostering period, a lot of times you have to, hey, now it's time for the dog to go on, and that would be it's not. It's easier said than done. Fostering, we have what they call foster fails. That happens regularly. Somebody will take a dog in, and they'll hang on to it for a week or two and think, oh, I'm really liking this dog. Next thing you know, they become, instead of a foster, they're an adopter. And
You
that,
get to kind of try it before you buy it.
there you go. It's kind of, that's a test run to see how you think. Take a dog for a week and think, oh, too much trouble, or I love this dog. I want to keep it forever. So
Mhm.
foster. If you think you would like to do something like that, call us. We will fix you up, and we'll help with medical. We generally take care of medical bills.
Mhm.
We will help any way we can. Some people might want to do it maybe during the foster period. They might need help with food or whatever.
Mhm.
We'll do whatever we can to make your foster experience nice. Once you adopt it, then of course everything kind of falls back on that person who adopts. But
Mhm.
we need fosters. A foster, and where it gets the dogs out of here, they get socialized better. They are you and you. Yeah, it's just a good way of doing something. Just like
I
with
think it'd be an awesome thing to do to get them out because, I mean, think about me. I've been driving everybody crazy, probably you included, because we've had winter weather. And if
Mhm.
we've had cold, wet, it's just been awful. And I've just been driving everybody nuts. So these past few days, we've had some beautiful sunshine and where you can go outside and garden and do things like that. So think about animals. They're the same way. They don't like to be in one spot all the time.
Yeah, you can take
People
these
want to get out.
Yeah, if you can take a dog out of its kennel, take it home, and kind of, and we won't. We're not. We have some dogs that really would be difficult to foster, so we understand that. But the ones we're going to let you go home with would be friendly, and you just have a chance to do something good, B, help that dog out to where maybe it'll get socialized and maybe we can find it a home. I mean, it's just fostering. Think you just put that word in your head. If you say, I want to do something good this month, come pick up a dog for one day and see what you think. And if you hate it, and if you're thinking about getting a dog and think, well, I really don't know if I can handle a dog. You get one, you take it home, it poops in your house, you realize that's something you can't take. You're not committed to taking that dog forever. You're just, okay, this is something I can't deal with. I don't need a permanent dog, so I'm going to take the foster dog back. Then it's okay. The dog benefited, So
Mhm. That's
uh,
right.
yeah, fostering.
Tell you a story about my son and my daughter-in-law. They live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and they are big time animal fans. They love pets. And so they had been to Alabama to visit us, and so my stepfather had a cat that had a bunch of kittens. Well,
Hmm.
Larissa just fell in love with this one particular little kitten, and we were afraid that she was taking it too young.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, the mama had just really had these little kittens. So
Uh-huh.
they take it, and so we were living in Charlotte, North Carolina at that time. So we were home, and Larissa, all of a sudden, she's got big old pretty blue eyes. Larissa does, and so it was so funny. Larissa said she just comes into that. They're in the kitchen with this kitten, and it's wobbling around. I mean, it's just a few days old, and
Uh-huh.
so Lisa's just crying and carrying on, and something's about this kitten is about to die, and I'm saying, God, please, Jesus, can we find a way like this? I can't stand to watch my daughter-in-law cry.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so I got on the internet and I saw what would make a kitten wobble. So they're actually websites. If you're running into an issue with a young puppy or a kitten or whatever, you can find some answers. So
Uh-huh.
what it said that it needed to use the bathroom and it didn't have its mama around.
Oh
And
wow.
what you can do is you can mimic, the mommy, kind of licks their little honey and it causes them to use the bathroom. And
Uh-huh.
so what you do is you get your finger and then you just tap on its little rear and it
Uh-huh.
helps it to use the bathroom. So Larissa, they still have this cat. This cat is like 10 years old now. And
It's
it's all because we got on the internet and we looked and it revived the kitten.
that's something that didn't know that until we had the shelter. But yeah, kittens and puppies, they need the same kind of thing. And so if you do, and we run across that occasion, we've had several people that called us over the years. Hey, I had a mama dog, had puppies. She got ran over 2 days after they were born. And I've got 8 puppies and I don't know what to do. And the groups we deal with they understand that. So they have to do this process to make them stimulate things, to make them use the bathroom.
Mhm.
Um, and, and that's good. So if you're going to foster, we've had this before too. We'll have a litter of newborn puppies and everybody, I'll take one, I'll take two and things like this. We try to keep them together. we try. It's got to be somebody who understands a little bit about puppies and how they do. Because, like I said, if you don't do it, they'll end up dying if they can't figure out how to use the bathroom. So.
I mean, that's all part of the deal. We've got to go into a commercial break. We went over just a little bit, but we'll be right back in just a few minutes. So y'all hang in there, okay?
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462. The Hatter Cafe and Country Inn is nestled in the northeast corner of Alabama the Beautiful in the delightful town of Mentone. We're located on top of scenic Lookout Mountain near Little River and DeSoto State Park and located only 5 minutes from shopping and restaurants. There is also a nearby community walking path and golf course. We welcome everyone through the doors and we are committed to outstanding service for all guests. At the Hatter Cafe and Country Inn, we invite people from all walks of life to come and get away from it all, enjoy the open spaces, treetop views, fresh, clean air, and experience Southern hospitality at its finest. We look forward to hosting you. To reserve a special event, or if you would love a special getaway at the Country Inn, you can call us at 256-634-2018. Donna's Designs offers a line of handmade memorial, wedding, and keepsake jewelry that launched back in 1970. I'm a self-trained jewelry designer, and I will work closely with you to create unique designs you can love and treasure for years to come. Whether that be flowers that were used in a funeral arrangement or stones you found on the beach at a memorable trip, call me at 256-659-4319, and let's think of the possibilities. At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant. At Liberty Bank, we're all about community, whether it's to help with a charity fundraiser or help families in need. Toys at Christmas or a local football team, we're here for you. You see, we realize the importance of family. Sometimes it's to build a new home or necessary home repairs. We're here for you. If you like the feel of a small town bank with all the conveniences of a big city bank, we're here to serve you. You will find us at any of our convenient locations in DeKalb, Marshall, Etowah, and Blount counties in North Alabama. You can call and speak with any of our friendly staff at 256-659-2175
or check us out on the web at libertybankal.com. And thank you for your support of our community. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, we are back. My name is Donna Thiesel, and I'm your host of The Edge on IC Radio. I love being your host. You're the apple of my eye. You're the reason I get up in the morning. I love being with you every single day. And we like to have shows that you really love. And Doug McGee with Second Chance Animal Shelter and his wifey, who really does all the work down there. Her name
Hey, you're not going to have me argue with you about that one.
So they are part of our life too. We love Doug and Wanda. And so wherever you are, if you're in this area, that's great. And if you're anywhere else in any of the 50 states, that's great because they can help you out and help you find the little puppy of your dream or the big old doggy like I've got of my dreams. But Doug, thank you so much for being on the show. I know there's some situations where we're talking about, little young puppies and little kittens, and just, simple little things you can keep them alive. It's just part of the life cycle process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the stimulating them so you use the bathroom is one. And one of the things that goat's milk, you can buy goat's milk at the store. I don't know why. I don't know the difference in goat's milk and regular vitamin D cow's milk, but most places recommend goat's milk for newborn puppies. If they're newborn and under about 3 weeks old, they're going to need to be bottle fed. And you can buy the little tiny bottles at any pets, like Walmart at the pet section. They have those kinds of bottles. They have food, simulated food. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a milk replacement. You can buy that. And if you'll see our Facebook page occasionally. We're going to have a situation where we're going to need people to take care of newborn puppies. The things we like to do is we like to keep them together. Every time we do it, somebody says, "Oh, I'll take one." They're not thinking, so we like to keep them together. And then we'll provide the milk replacement. We'll provide everything you need. But it's a chore. Sometimes these litters might have eight or nine puppies. And sadly, sometimes if you take a litter of puppies home, some of them may not make it. It's touch and go. The mother's gone for whatever reason. We have mothers that'll have the babies and wander off. We have mother dogs that have the babies and get ran over or something. And had one where the mother got shot and the babies would just have been born under a shed. So we got the babies and had to do what we had to do. One of the sad things that we're trying to change, a lot of the pounds and a lot of counties and cities have policies when newborn puppies show up and there's no mother involved. If they haven't got the mother, the puppies aren't weaned, it's automatic death sentence for the puppies. They say, hey, they're unweaned. We take them in and they don't have the resources to feed them and take care of them. So they just instantly put them down. And we're trying to get that changed. That's one of the few things that we can, because we can reach out on Facebook and we'll have 50 people want to take a litter of puppies. So we know we can find, if we got a newborn litter of puppies, thank goodness there's a lot of good people out here willing to help us. So if any pound locally has puppies come in, don't put them down. If you'll call us, we will take them and we'll reach out and we'll get them on their way to being healthy and weaned and onto a good life. No point in putting down a puppy just because it's not weaned and the mother's not around. But
Doug, another idea too is for people who really don't want a big dog and they want puppies, but they don't want a puppy to be adopted. They don't want to adopt a puppy, but you could become a foster. Then you have all the little puppies to play with that you wanted.
Hey, if you'll foster a puppy and help kind of keep it socialized, then we can find a home for it. Now that's normally going to be a short-term foster. That some fosters could be a long, drawn-out thing. Yeah. Puppies generally, if you got a puppy and can just hang on to it for a few weeks and help us, we'll get to an adoption event or something, we'll find a home for that. So puppy fosters are definitely needed. Another foster that's very difficult, and it's got to be the right kind of person, is hospice fosters. We have dogs that come in here. We had one, in fact, we've got one that right now, her name was Darcy. A man called from Sardis and thought, in fact, here she is. She's right here. I don't want to pick her up because she's terminal. She's got cancer and tumors, but she's right here. I'm going to use my camera and film it. Just 1 second. That's Darcy.
Hey, Darcy. Hey, Darcy.
I can't get a good picture of. There it is.
There she is. Hey, darling.
She is, unfortunately, Darcy is at the end of her life. She's got tumors. The guy that brought her to us thought she had been attacked, but it was actually a tumor that had ruptured on her neck. We brought her here, got the tumor removed. We thought she was going to be okay, but they came back, and the veterinarians all say she's, and it's growing, and it's won't be long, and it's going to pretty much keep her from breathing. But she's being fostered. One of the girls that works here is taking her home every evening, brings her to work. We still love on her. Hospice fosters are tough because you know where it's headed, but we need them. We get dogs regularly that come in, and it's just the outlook is not well. So if you've got a heart for that, if you want to be the angel that takes care of a dog that's going to pass away soon, hey, we need your help here. It's sad for them to come here terminal and die at the shelter.
True.
Just like Darcy, she's going to go home. She goes home every night. She has her bed. She sleeps in the bed with the lady. So Darcy's loved. She knows it. And soon enough, we're thinking in the next couple of weeks, she's going to go on. But at least she's not at a shelter. She's at home. So we need hospice fosters badly. We don't need them very often. But if you want to open your heart and be there at the end of some animal's life, call us. Definitely get in touch with us so you can help. It's just being a good human being,
Something, a lot of people love animals. So if you're kind of between jobs right now, and so an employer could say, well, what have you been doing? If you say you've been fostering animals, I'm on you. I'm just like, I'll find a place for you. You are a compassionate person. And you need more compassion in the workplace as well. Yeah, so you know what? A little bit over a minute left in this segment. I know you guys could probably use some dog food right now.
Absolutely. We are out. This morning we're out of dog food. So we need enough dog food to make it through Saturday the 15th. And then we'll go to Georgia and pick up a very cheap load of very good dog food. But we're out today. And I'd rather not spend $500 of shelter money to buy dog food. It's going to last to Saturday. So if you happen to be in this area and happen to have a 50-pound or 20-pound or whatever pound bag of dog food that you'd like to drop by here at the shelter, I'll take it. Because we got to keep them fed.
Maybe right now, it could be shipped and you could use that for later, but you're in an emergency. You got to have it like right now.
Yeah, we go through almost 300 pounds of dog food every single day. So that's a lot of food, and we need so roughly we need 1,500 pounds of dog food to last through Saturday, because we won't get here till Saturday evening, so it'll be Sunday's feeding. So what is it? I won't say call me Alabama, but that doesn't,
You're copying somebody else.
Yeah, I'm thinking something else. But anyways, we need dog food. We really do. It's one of the few things we have to have every day. And if you can get us some dog food or funds to buy dog food, it'll be greatly appreciated, because we got to make it through till Saturday when we can pick up our normal load in Georgia.
Doug, thank you so much for being on the show today. It's always so much fun.
I love it, and I would say goodbye to Darcy, but
I'm not going to do that.
I love you, Darcy. I'm petting her now, so she knows.
There you go. You and Wanda take care. I'm looking forward to the next segment.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for watching The Edge on IC Radio. We are your source for news and entertainment. You can also find us on television, channel 182 on Charter Communications, and Abundant Television found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Make sure you check out that podcast right down there, and you'll be able to find all of our shows there as well. Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye, Doug.
Bye.